So I have come from an engineering background and I have transitioned into a business context for government grants. But I recently met someone that used to work in the police force for almost 20 years. Lauren Gray, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you, Ben?
I'm good. Tell me, how did you transition from being a cop to working in the family business?
It's a good question. I don't think there's really one right way of doing it. It just sort of happened, and I went with it. It was a difficult choice, and I think it was probably a choice that'd been coming for a few years. And I started to direct my career in a certain direction. In the police force, I spent most of my time as a detective, and the family business is a compliance business where we train auditors. And I feel like even though detective and auditor might sound a little bit crazy, but there are a lot of similarities. So for me, it was sort of just a natural progression, I guess.
So did you find much difference going from the police force to going to working in a business?
Yes, definitely. I think like I had a fantastic career. It was awesome. But the police force is, it's a massive organization. It's very strict. There's lots of rules you have to abide by. You're wearing uniform most of the time. So you have to be a certain way and toe the company line. And I felt, although it was fantastic, joining the family business, it was almost like this opening of me just coming back to, I don't know, I suppose unlocking this creative side of me and exploring about, what other skills, have I, conjured up, I suppose, during the police force, and how can I now nurture them further in this new business. And it's been fun. It's been fun. Yeah.
So I've seen you're quite active on LinkedIn. I wouldn't have thought the skills of a police officer would be being outgoing and being front of mind.
To be honest, it's a big deal for me to put myself out there. I think I've spent, pretty much 18 years not talking about my work and constantly filtering what I say, so not to, upset anyone or trigger anyone. A lot of my work was dealing with and investigating some, the most serious crimes that could potentially happen to anyone. And so, it's been a learning experience. And for me, I really had to sort of dig deep to find the confidence to put myself out there. And it is an ongoing process, and there's still a lot that I think, that I could share with, my connections on LinkedIn. But at this stage, it's just a process, I guess. Yeah, but it's been fun, and I've made some wonderful connections on LinkedIn, and I've really enjoyed seeing what other people are doing, and the wonderful work that other people are also doing in this world too, which is good.
Lauren, thank you very much for sharing your time with me.
No worries. Thanks, Ben.